Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games, and welcome back to Made with Perfection. Apparently, our cute maid Nobby here is supposed to fight whoever this lady is and her maid? I don't know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am!
As I watched as the maids, named after the color of her dress, charged at Nobby with another knife. I gripped to the railing, wondering what the hell was happening. You can't kill my maid, I just got her. Before I could shout and protest, though, Nobby quickly slid to the side, grabbing the railing of the stairs opposite of the one I was on and flipping over it. What? She's some sort of ninja! I stared wide-eyed as Nobby gained a look of pure determination as she glared at Red.
Oh, putting your training to use! At least this will be fun.
Maid Fight Club! Red then ran up and grabbed the railing, vaulting over it and thrusting... what? I wasn't thinking about thrusting into Nobby. Her knife at Nobby, who swiftly twirled down the stairs and watched the knife embed itself in the wall. Quit fucking up my walls! This is my place! I probably have to pay for that!
Stand still!
Red pulled it out, sometimes you got to, with almost monster strength and charged again at Nobby, who quickly ran backwards to keep her distance. Nobby, finish her!
What is going on?
The woman who watched the fight looked up at me, taking in the sight of my body before smirking. Don't judge me, you cunt.
So you must be the new noble.
Yeah.
Interesting. I never thought a middle-class rat would make their way into our society.
What can I say? I'm a badass. I play video games. I'm glad. What the hell was their deal? Don't kill my maid. It's like her second day. She makes good food.
My name is Angela Worthing,
Nice.
the current top-ranking noble in the area. However, don't bother trying to remember that. You won't be a noble long enough for my name to be of any use.
What was your name? I missed that. Angela smirked at my confusion.
I hope you enjoyed the little time you had here. Too bad I'll be taking your noble title away.
Titles like tittle. Don't you agree, Angela? Ha ha ha. Oh, what does she mean? I wasn't going to be a noble for long. I don't even know what my title is. I just got here. It's the Lord Master Butson, because that's kind of cool. Why were the maids fighting? Women do fight a lot, dude. You gotta get used to that. Why was she so cocky?
What are you talking about?
Whoa. Angela looked off to the maids as if she was going to ignore me, but spoke to me with her focus on the fight.
Do you know why you were brought here?
No.
I'll give you a friendly hint. It's not just because you won some little lottery.
Are they gonna touch my balls? I looked at the fight between the maids and then back at the woman, then back at the fight, then back at the woman. This made no sense, so I didn't answer. Good move, Master Butt Me. Good move to do nothing. Angela took my silence as my reply and continued.
I'm sure the man that brought you here spouted out about this being a financial experiment for us. While that is true, it's an investment experiment for the maids.
What? This was about the maids? That made no sense, yet at the same time something was clicking in my head. The woman turned to me at last, making me look back to her.
We are part of a government experiment to develop a new method of discreet military weaponry. Those maids are not just maids, but they're soldiers.
Wait, so this is like a CIA program to make killer maids.
What? Soldiers?
Angela smirked at the surprise on my face. Nobby was a soldier. She was a cute maid, though. This didn't make any sense. Like, you're not going to be very costume in a maid outfit out in the woods in a trench.
They are trained just like military soldiers and are tested to rise above their ranks within a set amount of time. Should they succeed, they are offered to become part of the experiment. Many try, few succeed, and even fewer accept the deal.
Wait, does that mean, like, in the maid position, or does that mean if Nobby does really good, she could become a noble and try and kill me? But I love her frilly panties.
But this is ridiculous. Why would anyone accept this kind of deal?
Because some would rather help and serve their country in the long run than die on the battlefield.
How are maids fighting helping the country? For some reason that made sense. If you died in battle, you died. However, if this was a military experiment, then this would help the future. As if the battle doesn't? I mean, I guess it depends on what war it is, but the question was how? As if the noble woman near me read my mind, she turned back to the maids.
Red, attack the master.
No, that's not nice. No. She's the master. Attack Angela. She's your master. That's what she means. Don't hurt me. Wait, what? I shot my head to the maid in question, and she looked at me with a large grin. But I liked you. I wanted to touch your saggy red boobs. She jumped away from Nabi and hopped onto the railing on the opposite stairs. Like a ninja. I am ninja too. She ran up the railing and across the top rails before sliding on the stairs I was on, raising her knife to slice my head off. Well, that's awkward. So much for Mario Brothers 3.
No!
No. Out of nowhere, Nabi jumped over the railing in front of me and grabbed at Red's arms, protecting me from Red's knife. Nabi, let's buy you a gun. It would have solved all of this.
How sweet! Protecting your master unarmed. You must be stupider than I thought.
You don't be mean to Nabi. She's not my friend yet. She's the girl I creep on who makes me bacon.
I'll protect my master with my life.
Whoa.
That's the life we live.
That sounds sad.
This isn't some cheesy romance game, oh pathetic one. Don't be so dramatic.
Oh, it's not? Oh, does that mean I'm not going to score in the end? Nabi glared as Red pressed against her hands, trying to now slash at Nabi's throat. Leave her throat alone. That's how she makes mouth noises.
I'm curious, though. How fast did you open your legs for your master?
Whoa.
I bet you suck in bed as much as you do at being a maid.
Red, does that mean you go down on Angela? I didn't get any sex in. Oh.
I don't need to open my legs to be the best maid I can be. I didn't have to sleep my way to the top. Unlike you.
Oh, damn, Snap! She said you're a slut. You got a loose vag is what Nabi's saying, Red. Suck on that.
I'll kill you, bitch!
Ooh, you see that reaction? When somebody reacts that angry, it means you said the truth. I could only step back in fear as Nabi pushed Red off the railing and vaulted over it after her. Nabi's expression contorted to become full of pure rage. She began to fight offensively using a conveniently nearby broom like a long-handled hammer against Red and her knife. Hey, Angela, would you like to use that broom? Or was it yours? Seems to be because you're a witch. Ha!
Red,
Oh.
beside me.
Now, Nabi, now! Kill them both with the broom! This is how we do it in the mean streets of lower middle class where I'm from. You're gonna stand here and, like, shout out exposition? We're gonna shove a broom in your broom hole. Instantly, Red stopped defending and quickly jumped to her master's side, glaring at Nabi. However, I could tell that Red was twitching and itching to keep fighting. Maybe that itching's from something else, if you know what I mean. Or... Nabi stopped as well and glared at Red with silent contempt. Nabi, you can kill them, I don't care. I felt both protected and proud to see her defend me like she did. At the same time, I was dumbstruck at how skilled she was at fighting.
These women are trained to do one thing: serve. They are dedicated to serving their masters and not only care for their home, but protect them with their life.
Red, can you make me a grilled cheese?
The government wants to essentially create a small private force of fighters to protect and assassinate important leaders. That way, we can secretly have the upper hand against anyone who tries to overthrow us from the inside out.
Kill the maids!
Think of it like the Secret Service.
No.
Only 10 times better, without the hassle of having moronic hirelings as the agents.
Aren't these guys hirelings, then? No, they're slave ninjas?
We're essentially the next best thing to come out of military funding. Add the fact that we have boobs, and you will never suspect a thing.
I don't know, have you seen that creepy DARPA cheap cheetah they're making? Like, Terminators are coming, Red. I'm sorry, but soon they're gonna have, like, Terminator maids? And you can't compete with that, because their boobs will always be firm, because they're not real.
The reason these girls are maids is to train them to blend into their surroundings perfectly. It's one thing to see a man in a suit with an earpiece and assume they're guardians. It's another to suspect a servant who is cleaning a vase or sweeping the floor.
How much does this program cost? Sooner or later, when it comes out that they're murderous ninja maids, aren't people gonna catch on? I looked to Red instinctively, watching her smirk widely as she lifted her skirt a bit. Oh, she's gonna whore it up with me, and revealed a line of knives. Never mind, I don't want to put my dick in there. She's done a ring around her petticoat. I could feel the blood in my head drain into my chest. The sight striking fear into my core. I looked at Nabi. Well, I've seen what's below her skirt. It's just frilly panties. And still had a... she still had a hard glare on her face, staring into Red's eyes. Did she have any secret weapons on her? Not unless she pulls it out of her butthole. Or she always covers her chest. Maybe she's got like a sword in there? I don't know. I now didn't know who I was looking at when I looked at the maid beside me. For what it's worth, main character me, we just met her last night. We don't know much about her. Both a soldier and a maid, she was scary fierce to be reckoned with. Oh, force.
Red, continue the fight.
Finally! You're mine, bitch!
Red, that is rude and disrespectful. We do not use that tone in my house. I am sorry. Nobby, you're going to have to teach her a lesson in respect. I suggest you beat her down and rip out 3 of her teeth. As if the itch Red held had been completely wiped away and replaced with pleasure, Red charged once again at Nobby with a look of deep excitement on her face. Nobby brought up a broom and stood her ground, returning to the fight with Red on the defensive.
What are you doing?
Before I could step in, Angela stepped in front of me to bar me from stepping in. I glad as she crossed her arms. I'm gonna punch you in the boobs so hard to protect my maid. Maybe I'll use the palm of my hands on your boobs. Maybe I'll just grope them slightly, and then you'll recoil away, or we'll make out.
This is part of the experiment. We have to test the results in the only way we can, by having them fight.
That seems highly illegal. Fight? What did this become? A battle royale? And then John Cena comes in. I opened my mouth, but the noblewoman continued.
That's why we're here. We represent our maids and become the controllers for the experiment. If our maids can protect us perfectly, then the experiment is successful.
Angela turned her body to look over at the Fighting Maids. Well, that'd be a nice band name, the Fighting Maids. Causing me to do the same. The maids were clashing weapons with ridiculous precision and force. You're like, God, that is ridiculous. You could definitely tell that they were trained in combat just from how they threw the hits.
I will tear you to shreds!
Please don't. That's the only maid I have, thanks.
Red has served me well for almost a full year now. She is devoted to being the best. But she told me about your maid. Apparently she's the best maid fighter from the academy they train at.
Do you like things in your mouth? Oh wait, what are you saying? Maid Fight Academy? I looked at Nobby and mentally agreed just from the sight. What am I, a middle-class video games martial arts expert? Red had a very hard offense, and that made me hard, but Nobby kept up the defense masterfully. They both look equally matched, to say the least. For some reason, there was a certain grace Nobby had while fighting Red, which made her stand out. Maybe it was because she was my maid, and maybe it was her cute appearance. Oh, I couldn't tell. I shook my head wildly. Wait a minute, how could I be accepting of this? This was too strange. Yeah, this probably isn't legal.
I'm actually very unimpressed. She may be the best in the academy, but she has yet to even bring Red down. She must have been overestimated.
Can I tell Nobby now to finish her and she'll do it? I glared at Angela, suddenly becoming insulted. How dare you insult the lady I met last night and perved on her panties and ate her pasta? I'm gonna get all, you don't know her! Angela laughed before clapping her hand together, making a large noise echo through the lobby.
Red, enough!
Red jumped away from Nobby and panted, still smirking wildly at her with deadly intent. However, she moved the knife in her hand under her skirt. You gotta be careful about that, Red. If you miss, you could cut something valuable down there. And sheathed it, back with her other knives in her petticoat. Angela crossed her arms and looked at Nobby up and down with a raised eyebrow.
This is a waste of my time. It's obvious that you need to train more, Red, if you hope to properly bring this maid down.
Oh, damn! You got schoolgirl, maid! How you like that? My girl's just got a broom and she kicked her ass. What's up? If you guys, you might want to learn how to use guns. If you're going to assassinate people, that might help. I just ruined the program for the entire CIA or whoever paid for this.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I know I can beat her. I was just getting warmed up.
You suck!
Nevertheless, it looks like this little fight will have to wait. I have an appointment to keep.
With your fake boob doctor?
Yes, ma'am.
Angela looked at me with a business-like stare, making me tense up slightly. Sphincter closing.
I'll give you a week to prepare your maid. If your maid can beat Red, which I highly doubt, then I'll leave you alone, and you can remain one of us.
Who the fuck are you? I'm gonna call the cops.
You're on.
My dick.
When you lose, though, you'll have to kiss your master goodbye.
Ooh, who do I get a kiss? There's a lot of girls that I heard kiss. What? She'd have to leave? What? That made no sense at all. Angela smirked at my sudden change of emotion as Red laughed.
I'm no longer in training, and I've already proven myself to Miss K and the rest of the Academy heads. I'm not monitored by the Academy anymore, so I can continue to serve my master even if I lose a fight, which has never happened.
Wait, Red, if you're still training, then why aren't you out murdering people? Like, the program's not proven itself yet? Angela smirked at my sudden... Oh, I must have hit the back button.
I'm no longer...
Red turned her gaze back to Nobby, smirking and running her tongue over the top row of her teeth before continuing her explanation.
You, on the other hand, are fresh out of the Academy. If you fail to prove that you can protect your master before your third check-in, you'll be shipped right back to the school, and we'll have to start at the bottom of the barrel, where you belong.
Why is she in a barrel? The look on Nabi's face made it clear that she was telling the truth.
That's not going to happen.
Don't get so confident. Don't forget that you have to do your maid duties as well. If you fail to do your duties and keep the house clean like the good maid you're supposed to be, even if you somehow manage to get stronger than me, you'll still be shipped out.
That's a lot of pressure on a woman. It's like you gotta be able to cook and clean and be the great maid, and you have to be a combat expert. That was beyond insanity. How the heck were we supposed to manage this? How was Nabi supposed to train and be a maid at the same time? Can I get a grilled cheese, anybody? Angela turned and began to walk towards the front door.
If you lose your maid, you'll lose your noble status. I suggest taking the week to pack your bags, middle-class rat.
Well, for your information, I never unpacked. And with that, Red led her master out of the house, closing the door behind them. I couldn't help but buckle down and sit on the staircase, feeling completely overwhelmed. This was the catch? Murder maids? My job was to be a maid's master to make sure she did her job. She fails, she gets taken away, and I lose my noble title? What about her life? What if she gets killed? This was a mind jumble, and I didn't like it one bit. I felt my mind cracking, but I had to accept the reality of the situation. I was involved in a messed up experiment. I looked at Nabi and saw her frown before she turned and bowed to me. Curtsy, bitch.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't expect anyone to come, and I didn't know if you were aware of the situation or not. I wanted to tell you later today, but apparently Miss Worthing and Red had other plans.
So you didn't have any faith in me because you didn't think you'd come? Is that what you're saying? I shook my head, holding my hand up. It was a waste of time to try and mope about the past. What? Excuse me. So you're like, 2 seconds ago, there was murder maids going on, and you're like, I can't worry about the past now. I had to make sure I didn't lose my nobility in the first week of obtaining it. Fuck that. What about this poor girl? How about I make the grilled cheese, you practice your fight ninja training, and we see if there's someone we can call about this. Yep, that would suck. Oh, our main character's a dickwad. I looked to Nabi with a serious expression, standing up.
We have a week to get ready. What do you need to do?
And how can I help?
Well, I need to train hard to get ready for another battle with Red. However, I need to keep the house clean and organized from dust and disorganization.
Nabi bit her lip and looked at the ground, trying to figure out what to do. I felt really bad. She almost looked like a sad child. I feel more inappropriate at looking up her skirt now after you said the sad child part. I can say, we have to win. You can do it. I believe in you. I don't know which means what. We have to win. Is that like I'm going to help her? Or you can do it. I believe in you. How about we have to win? She had to win. Too much was at stake. She obviously wanted to prove herself, so she had to beat Red in the end. Nabi nodded. I could tell that she would try her best. I rubbed my chin trying to think. However, Nabi walked up and looked at me from the bottom step of the stairs.
Master, I'll listen to you and follow all of your orders of when I can train and when I should clean. It's your home, after all, so you should dictate when I do things so I don't inconvenience you.
What? Girl, you went to Maid Fight Academy. You should know this. I don't know any of this shit. I stared at her in surprise before thinking about it. She had a good idea. What? If I scheduled it, she wouldn't overwork herself, and we could devote good time to cleaning, training, and resting. We had a week, after all. How's that a good idea? I don't know this house. I don't know combat maid fighting things. And now if she dies, it's on my conscience. If we divided each day into two, Nabi could both clean and train on certain days and times. Then, to make sure she doesn't pass out, I could suggest giving her time off once in a while. I was used to work, so it wasn't hard to keep the house clean myself sometimes. Oh, good. Good. It's nice to see our characters like, I will chip in. Yeah, this was definitely a good idea. Now to follow through on it, though.
All right. Let's do our best.
There was no way I was going to let Angela and Red get the best of us. No way! This is a weird, fucked up situation we got ourselves into. What somebody else got ourselves into. Well, everybody, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, we'll begin the training montage. I'm trying to tell somebody... I can't imagine she wouldn't be like, honey, you don't know what you're doing. I have questions about this whole program. Why is my tax money being spent on this? And where's my sexy maid? I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.